Hello, welcome to Bradley's Maths. This video supports worksheet 1.1, natural numbers and integers, in the number section of my website www.bradleysmaths.co.uk. Let's get straight into it with what is a natural number? A natural number is any positive whole number. We refer to the naturals as the counting numbers, and you've been using them since you first started to count. You can see in the box with the definition that we have a special symbol for this set. The symbol is this stylized letter N, N for naturals, and it shows you that N equals the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Every positive whole number is included in the set of natural numbers. So now we know about natural numbers. What is an integer? An integer is any whole number between negative infinity and positive infinity. So integers are all of the negative numbers, whole numbers, all of the negative whole numbers, zero, and the naturals. If you have to pick integers from a list, you must remember to include the naturals. You may have just written them, but if you've got a question saying which numbers from this list are integers, you must include the naturals in there as well. Something to be careful of, and that is zero. It is a very common point of confusion that comes about with zero. Zero is an integer. It is not a natural numbers. Natural numbers start from one. So please, please, please don't make the mistake of counting zero as a natural number. Okay, here are some questions for you. What you should do is pause the video and try them for yourself. And then when you come back, I'll have the answers ready to go for you. Okay, so pause now and see where we go. Right, you should have done those by now. So let's consider the numbers in this list. Write down the numbers in the list which are natural numbers. Well, there's one of them, 39, and there's another one of them, 190. So we write down 39 and 190. And that's all we do there. Write down the numbers in the list which are integers. Well, the integers, you've got 39 and 190 already. We have negative 17, 39, 190, and negative 2. Remember the caution from the last screen that we had. If you're asked to write down the numbers in the list which are integers, you must include the natural numbers. So we have negative 17, 39, 190, and negative 2. Write down the numbers in the list which are neither. Well, that's just the ones that have no underlines here. So we have 0.04, negative a half, and 3/4. There we go. Straightforward, I think. Let's move on. We're going to start by looking at ordering integers before we get to the question. As you can see, there is part of a number line on here going from -5 to 5. Let's have a look at the key principle. It says, when comparing two numbers on the number line, the number on the right is always greater. What this means is that as we move to the right, let's do this with a nice straight bit of line. As we move to the right, oops, our numbers are increasing. We increase as we go right, and as we go left, and this time I'll try and get my arrowhead right because I'll just use the pen with it. That will be better. There it is. We are decreasing. We are decreasing as we go left. So with that in mind, putting these into order, the number which would go furthest left on the number line on this is -9. And notice we're doing ascending order. Ascending means from smallest to largest. Okay, following the -9, we would have -5, -3, into the positive numbers for 6, and the number with the greatest value, so the furthest right on the number line here, is going to be +11. Okay, let's move on, shall we? List the integers which satisfy the equation below. We have -4 is less than or equal to x is less than 3. So we're going to look at this part first. -4 is less than or equal to x. Okay, less than or equal to, the equal part of this means that -4 satisfies this inequality. So we have -4. This is the first number that satisfies the inequality. Now let's have a look at this part of it. X is less than 3. That means that x cannot equal 3 because it's less than 3. Can you hear my dog growling in the background? I'm barking. That's Maisie. Okay, so if we can't be 3 and we have to be an integer, then the next integer down from 3 would be 2. So filling in the gap, here we have -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, and 1 and 2. And that is the list of numbers that satisfy the inequality. Okay, without using a calculator, write down the answers to the following. 4 take away 7. Okay, the easiest way to look at this is 7 take away 4, which equals 3. 5 take away 9. We're taught at primary school that we cannot take a larger number from a smaller. So what we do to get round that is we reverse the subtraction and make the result negative. So that's making the result negative. This is reversing the subtraction. There we are. And that equals 9 take away 5 is 4. So this equals -4. 6 times -4. A positive number times a negative number always gives a negative result. 6 times 4 is 24. So this is -6 times 4, which equals -24. And -42 divided by -6. A negative number divided by a negative number gives a positive result. So this is actually 42 divided by 6, which equals 7. Hope you got all those right. Next, this is the last one. The temperature in Helsinki at midnight is -13. At the same time, the temperature in Dubai is 25 degrees Celsius. What is the difference between the two temperatures? Be careful. Please be careful. The difference between two numbers is the highest number minus the lowest number, and it is always positive. You should never write a difference as a negative number. So what we have here is 25. Take away -13, which equals 25 plus 13, which equals 38 degrees Celsius. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. Please like and subscribe, and please visit my website www.bradleysmaths.co.uk for more of my worksheets. See you in the next video. Bye.